Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I just want you to just get comfortable first. We are on the floor for the majority of the class and you'll be sitting down to do some meditation and some mobility work. And we're just gonna talk about our awareness of who we are, what we want, what we do in life. Just have a little reflection inwards. So every time we're meditating or doing yoga, we are trying to connect the body with the mind and also the psychic world and our souls. So even if you don't believe in soul, even if you don't believe in one thing or other, you're always gonna find something in your own way, whatever it is that you're searching. So when we're meditating, that's what you're doing. So whatever I'm feeling is my individual practice. Whatever you feel is your individual practice. So we're just gonna start with some breath because it just makes you aware more, and then you can slow your mind and start focusing into here and now. So I'm gonna use the gong, maybe it's calming. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Notice the body, notice how you're breathing. Expand the breath in the middle, in the lower abs first, then the chest expands, then eventually you lift the shoulders up and exhale. Engage to the lower abs, middle, rib cage comes down and shoulders deflate, and you're still extending that exhalation. And you're breathing in again. And breathing out again. Maybe you want to open the mouth and sigh the tension out. Arrive in your meditation and stretch today. Keep breathing deep as you can and notice the mood you're in. Whatever it is that you're feeling, just notice it. Don't try to shut things out straight away. Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling cold? Are you feeling hungry? Whatever it is that you're feeling, make a mental note. And then let go of the feeling as you exhale. Just let it go. Just become empty. Then notice the breath in your belly, lower abs. Just feel the lower part of the abs here. You're trying to get your sacrum bone neutral. So if you can't sit like this and you're sitting like this the whole time, this is gonna cause problems everywhere. But if you can tilt the tail, engage the core in between the hips here, so you can feel the seat bones where you're sitting down. If you're able to sit onto your heels, you can actually feel those bones. And then you can feel the length in the spine. So this is where we want to be. Either sit with the feet, or you can sit on the cushions and you can get your legs supported. If they feel very heavy and you're feeling a bit more tight like that, then you can make it so that you rest your legs and you're able to lift your bum up and place it back down. Then it kind of helps you maintain this posture, the lotus flower posture. We're gonna focus on the sacrum first. So we just mentioned how it can go in and out, so you can just do that movement. Tuck your tail under and then forwards, and tuck your tail under and move forward. So you're gonna go, you can go exhale and pull the lower abs, squeeze, and inhale, tilt the pelvis back to neutral. So you're getting the posterior tilt and neutral, posterior tilt, using the lower abs and neutral. And then notice if there's any tension in the lower back. Just hold that posterior tilt, relax a little. And then come back to neutral. So we want to find the seat bones. You're going to lift one bum and then come down and lift the other one and we come down. and lift one side, we come down, lift the other side. You can flatten that foot and press onto it so you feel that butt cheek lift. As you come back down, you're hopefully finding that pelvic bone that you sit on, and the other side, and one side, and the other side. I'm gonna swap the feet in the front and do the same thing here. You can help yourself with your hands, or you can decide not to use the hands, it's up to you. I'm just gonna warm up gently, so one leg over, other leg over. You know the yoga poses that you do the twists in. This is the position you get into, isn't it? There's a reason for it, so that you can feel the muscles open, where you can feel the sacrum rooting properly. So through the tailbone into the ground. So it's not tucking under too much. Good. It tucks under anyway, a little bit naturally, but we want to find that neutral pelvic position when we sit down, which is quite hard to maintain. Then you can feel a little bit more relaxation. Then just rock your sacrum, just side to side. Just gentle little movements, so you're feeling stimulated in the bones, and you're starting to realize how your bones can function here, all the mobility you can feel forwards and backwards. Now tiny little movements, like you're shaking and rocking a little, and notice how you can feel you're opening the chakra here in the Mulandra. Yes, and you're just gonna relax after a while and rest. Now close your eyes and take deep breath in and sigh the tension away. Notice the feelings. You might still feel like you can't root enough because there's a lot of tension around the hip joints. You feel like you want to come up. That's the feeling that you get first. So try to settle the pelvis. Slow the breath, slow the mood and the motion. Notice the pain where you're feeling it. Notice it. Then try to let it go by relaxing a little bit more into the hips, your seat bones. Just relax the pelvic bones. Relax your shoulders. Notice how your body stays straight when your pelvis is in the right position. You may want to recline against the wall. It's not a problem, so you can put your shoulders up against the wall whilst you're doing this. But there's still feeling of you wanting to lift. I want you to really get heavy with the pelvis onto the ground, where you're rooting properly and you're breathing. You're aware of your breath. You're aware of your body, where you are, what you're doing. There is no doubt in it. So if you're doubting or you're getting uncomfortable in the silence of your own body and mind, try to relax into it. This is your pelvis. This is your breath. This is your meditation. Just dwell in it. Become present. Root your body more and more through the sacrum onto the ground. The more you feel the sacrum releasing and connecting with the floor, the more you feel your spine elevates. Then the more your quality of breath increases, then the more your mind can rest. So we cannot always live in the air. We need to ground. When we find a place where we can ground and settle our roots, then you feel more secure. and you don't have this fight or flight instinct in you too much. There's a survival instinct that sits in all of us. But remember, sometimes you just have to do nothing. You don't have to fight, you don't have to flight. So you need to be steady and be happy in this steadiness. Be happy with the roots. It doesn't mean you need to be stuck in one place. That doesn't mean. Your roots come with you wherever you go. Your sacrum moves wherever you go. But you can feel connected to the ground wherever you go. So that way you feel you belong. You don't fear your environment. You don't fear people. You don't fear you're not doing enough. You don't fear you don't belong. So when you get rid of the negative thoughts, then you can start feeling the positive. You belong here. You belong amongst the people. You belong in the country or the place where you live. You belong in the world we live in, all of us. Then you can feel rooted. Then you can feel those pelvis muscles relax a little bit more once you can reach. Then your breath becomes more deep. Each inhalation you can feel this area expand. Each exhalation you can utilize the breath by just squeezing the belly and getting rid of all the toxins, so that you can breathe in the fresh air and keep this area mobile. Keep this area gentle. Keep this area soft. Keep this area strong. So you know, softening doesn't mean losing control. Strengthening doesn't mean you hold on too much onto the power. You're just finding your balance, finding the space, letting the hips settle. Great, now we're just gonna come back here. You can stretch the legs out a little because it will be too long to sit on the same position. So lengthen the legs out. Just try to come to the feet and relax your body down. Have a little break. So we are still thinking of the seat bones, but this time we can just let the spine collapse a little towards the floor. If you can't reach the hands or here, you can just go bend the knees and maybe place the yoga blocks under. That can give you more length to come forwards and grab the toes, and then you can relax the upper body. So we have to find comfort. So if you support your legs here, you can find your seat bones a little bit more as you come forwards, the whole body folds. And trying to relax your neck and your shoulders. Still noticing the sacral joints. Still noticing our seat bones. But now we're trying to get the body to ground from the top as well. So if you're going quite close to the floor, you can maybe ground the forehead on something, block or a cushion. Then you're now feeling your third eye, the eyebrow between the eyebrows, that area grounding also. But try to keep the connection in the seat bones. You're not lifting your bum. So you might have to bend your knees a little bit more here. Then notice the now connection between the sacrum and the third eye and the whole of the spine relaxing. Your breath is in the back of your body a little bit more. Allow the breath to rise from tail to the crown. Sigh the tension away. Notice the pain and the resistance wherever you're feeling it. There'll be resistance in the mind as well as the body. Your body will want to move. So your resistance comes from just trying to be still. Your mind will try to move. So placing the forehead on the something hard is going to get the mind back to the position where we are and not anywhere else. So try to focus the mind into your breath again. Whenever your mind wanders off, feel the breath rising in the spine and relaxing and surrendering the body. Just give up on all the prejudice, all the expectations from yourselves first, for you to kind of really find the true self. We are all conditioned by our birth to our parents and our environment, the way we've been brought up when we were only babies, where we had no control of our lives. So it's only normal you might be having trouble finding who you are. Because who you are is what other people think about who you are. And we've been told in our childhood up until our adulthood as who we are. It's a long time to be somebody else's vision, somebody else's expectation. So now is the time to really figure out who you really are. And then these hardship and the resistance you're going through might be because of your conditioning, what you've been told. Some of the things you might have been taught is really useful for you. Some things that maybe doesn't serve you anymore. So you need to figure out which ones you're going to keep, which ones you're not going to keep. This is where the awareness is going to come from. So I'm going to come up and just get one leg in, maybe keep the other leg out, just sitting on one leg here. So still thinking about our conditioning, just bend the body, try to relax the hips, relax the shoulders, and run through your brain. I'm sure you're going to start remembering things maybe you never thought of before as a kid. When you're being told off, when you did something wrong. It sticks with you. You get told not to do something, and do something else. Maybe things that you don't think you should be told. But now you're only just realizing what they are. So try to find the seat bones still here when you're bending over. Try not to lift the hip. And you can try to get the arm up and over. Breathing, relaxing, lengthening. And still trying to think of all the conditioning we've had as kids. There are some good things, like don't touch fire with bare hands. Of course, otherwise you burn. Those are the things we had to be told because we didn't know and we learned. And we have to keep those things, right? They are useful things to be knowing. But then you get told other stuff like don't talk to strangers. Why is that? So we don't have to just not talk to strangers. That's not normal. We need to be able to talk to anyone that we come across. We can't just shut ourselves from the world. So that's an example. There might be other things that you might have lived and learned. Just start thinking your conditioning and who you are now and how you want to change. Or you just have to admit to yourself that you're not that person. You're someone else. Gently come up, relax. Don't force. Take the other side. The beginning of the year is the best time. Best time to figure out. I know New Year's been almost a month ago and it's past, but we are in the Chinese New Year now, the Lunar New Year. So some people celebrate this time of the year as their New Year because it changes the cycle of the ruling planets. So it might be that you're celebrating now and you want to set your intentions for the year ahead now. If that's who you are, or even if you've lived the new year or the Christian calendar and you haven't set any resolutions or affirmations for this year, you can also do this. It's the time to find out who we are, the truth that lies within us. Not our parents' truths, not our children's truths, not our neighbor's truths. It's our own truth. We are truthful to ourselves to accept who we are. And then gently we are going to come up and relax again. Just come back to that sacral position. This time I'm going in the star pose and sitting a little bit further forward with my feet. So that just my body is not resisting too much in this position we sit. So you can come up with the bum and relax back down. Just sit upright for a while. Notice the sit bones again and try to root down. Notice the third eye. We did pressure on the third eye. And try to breathe from sacrum to the crown. As you're exhaling, try to relax everything without collapsing the spine. So now you're finding strength in your rest position. And realize you don't have to engage all the muscles to be sitting upright. Your legs don't have to be active. They can rest. Your hips don't have to be, your glutes don't have to be active. They can rest. So try to release the muscles in the glutes. And you'll be surprised you won't fall down, because even though they create cushion for you, they're not actually lifting you. You're lifting with internal muscles in the spine and your core muscles, and your pelvis is relaxing. We're always holding our attention in the pelvic floor to keep our faculties intact. But realize that you don't always have to hold them tight. If you don't need to go to the bathroom, they don't have to fully engage, do they? They can relax a little. And that can give you a little bit more break from tension. That can release some of the extra energy you spend on that area into somewhere else. You don't always have to hold on. And when you soften this area, you feel your mood can soften too. Searching, looking to see who we are. You can cross your legs or change your position into the saddle pose if you want now, so you can get a little bit more release. So I'm going to sit on the block and just cushion my feet, so this becomes really much easier for me to sit. And I'm still finding the seat bones here in this position, and I'm trying to relax a little bit more. And again, we're thinking of our conditioning as children, or the past hurt that we have in our lives, the things that we lived that were not very nice for us. And that can actually make you stale and not wanting to do different things, and that can make you feel fear. So it can define you to become more depressed, more afraid. But there shouldn't be limits on our emotions and our bodies. Past hurt is only in the past, not here with us anymore. You need to let it go. So I want you to just get your arms up and start shaking your hands. I want to let go of all the negativity. Let go of whoever's hurt you wherever. Whatever you were upset about, whatever you're feeling, you felt. Just feel it go. Let it out of yourself. Shake it off. Keep going. Get rid of the anger that might have created in your body. You are not that person anymore. You're new you. New year. New beginnings. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Rest your arms. Close your eyes. Observe the energy. See if you're feeling a little bit more rooted through the seat bones. A little bit more relaxed around the hips. A little bit more focus in the third eye, so you know what you want to do. Whether you came up with an opinion, an idea or not, is not important. If you manage to connect with some feeling that was hidden somewhere, that you already done something. Even if you didn't feel anything, just by sitting and physically breathing in this position for half an hour, you already achieved something. You might not be aware of it yet. Each time you sit down, allow yourself to be surprised, because you don't know all that goes inside of your psyche. You're not aware with everything at all times. You're only aware of whatever we are living in this point in time. So you might surprise yourselves. Now I'm gonna chant Om Namo Narayanaya, peace in the world, peace in us, peace at home. So 7 times. If you want to, you can join me. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale, lift the hands to the top of the head. Exhale, bring the hands down, rub them nice and fast. Touch your face, connect with your face, touch your ears, touch your throat, your neck, your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your belly, your back, your legs, your feet. Namaste everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I shall see you next time.